talk about hormone types and can they change or not. So the first thing to understand about hormone types that really confuses everyone is that they are not a real thing. And I know this gets everyone confused because they're like, Jade, what are you talking about? You're the one who wrote about them. What do you mean they're not a real thing? What I mean by that is that you are not a hormone type. You are a U type. You are completely individual. The idea of taking people and putting them into 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 different buckets goes counter to the science of individual metabolism. We are each uniquely different. The whole point of a hormone type is to give you a general idea based on clinical experience with people like me about where potentially to start. It is only a starting point. There is nothing really exact about it because each and every person is different. So giving you a hormone type is just giving you a starting structure. It's a guess blueprint. We're guessing at what might be the hormonal situation in your body that we can make definitive choices around to begin the process of discovering your unique hormone type. In other words, it's guesswork, but it is slightly better guesswork than having no information whatsoever. If we know where you are in your life stage, we can generally say estrogen and progesterone are like this. We know symptoms. We can say insulin and cortisol seem to be like this. We can kind of guess what might work best for you lifestyle-wise, exercise-wise, and sort of food-wise. But it's still a guess. It's better than a complete guess, but it's still a guess. So hormone types are relatively arbitrary. So rule number 1 is do not get too caught up in your hormone type. Use it as a beginning structure. I use this term called structured flexibility. You get a structure because we humans, our brain needs some structure, and then you're flexible. Based on how your body responds to that initial plan, you change it, you tweak it, you adjust it. So the hormone types are just your starting structure, your starting blueprint. They are not meant to stay there. However, they can change, right? If you take that quiz again and your metabolism has changed a little bit, gotten a little bit more healthy. Let's say you started out as a hormone type 2 and you have a little bit of symptoms of estrogen dominance, which is the hormone type 2, and you get a little healthier. You might get typed later as a hormone type 1, or maybe you are a hormone type 1 and you go into perimenopause, which would put you into the category of a hormone type 4. But the exact wrong thing you want to do is to do what all of us humans do. I do it too, which is as soon as someone says, you're this type, you go, I'm this type, and you think that's the end of it. No. Typing of this sort of process that we do is simply to get you started so that you're in hopefully a better place, have a better structure. Rather than a one-size-fits-all approach, we do a 7-size-fits-all approach, 7 hormone types. And then from there, we help teach you to find your unique hormone type. This is what this is about. So yes, they can change. No, they're not exact. And no, you shouldn't get overly concerned about them. How you answer the quiz oftentimes will determine which hormone type you are. The whole point of this, though, what you should be happy about is doesn't really matter what hormone type you start with. Some might be harder than others based on where you are, but it's really just a structure. In the end, it's the process that makes all the difference. So yes, your hormone type can change. No, your hormone type is not exact. You have to be very careful about getting overly attached to these hormone types. So hopefully that answers that question.